Hey everyone, another surprise. I want to catch up on gamer nights and plump up that playlist. I slept right through Thursday. I just can't help it. I am so exhausted, and doing commuting to and from work and school is just so much, and it's really a stressful time right now. So I wanted to get in there. I think Pescana might be here, or she was just here. One of our subscribers, one of our Msouls from our community in YouTube. So this is Randy Emerson. Hello, hello, Hero Flames. I haven't seen you, Emerson, in quite some time. And if you're going to be negative, please leave. Have a nice day. Hero, how are you doing? I'm going to take you in to see my original NELF. She is an awesome, awesome cat form DPS brawler. And we've got to get in there because Pescana, one of our fellow community members, is I think she's in here, or she was just in here. So I'm going to try to catch her because we haven't been on this side in a while, and I've been sleeping through a few of our game nights, so I want to get some games in there. What do you mean time them out? I don't know how. Okay, let me see here. Let me see what I can do. I don't know. I have so much lag on my computer, it's crazy. Okay, I'm going to shrink myself down so I get us out of the way. First, we're going to get into this game. We're going to enter the world. We're going Alliance side, everybody, and you know, for the first 10 years of WoW, I would never have done it. But I have a guild on both sides. A friend needed me to hold it for them, and then they never came back. So I became a double agent. But that's okay. We know where my heart is. But I've got to give props where props are due. I entered this game with my family. Actually, it was my mom and my brothers who used to play, and then they got me in on it. They were having so much fun, and it was a lot cheaper than making long-distance phone calls. So here we are, and you're not okay. So our lag is there. I confirm there's a lag, but the lag is less than 10 seconds long, at least for now. So hopefully this will work itself out. And there are 3 viewers here with me. I don't know who the third one is, but if you're able to say hi in the chat, please do. If not, I'm going to assume you might be Tisha Adams. Tisha was here last night. Oh, wait, she can talk here. So that might be Dark Alice out there. But if it's Dark Alice, thank you for trying to get us into Sapphire. I think without you, we're going to drop back down to Emerald again in Harry Potter Puzzles and Spells. But neither here nor there. I hope you're enjoying. So I am wearing my fire dagger, which I've enlarged so that I can have a big fire sword and to deal with the frost death. And I felt like the new helmet I found, it goes with my shoulder armor pretty well, my pauldrons, but it just seems so plain that I stuck a skull on it. I had a silver skull back from Halloween. I thought I'd use it. And my magical pendant for my neck, I went with diamonds today. Usually I've got my amethyst, and sometimes I'm wearing my blue sapphire, but today I went with diamonds. Here, I'll be honest, that was a while ago and I don't remember, but I'm looking at the little dot things and trying to click on them, and nothing's coming out of it. But it seems like Emerson has calmed down. Emerson, I know you want me to do Roblox, and on Thursday we're going to have an official gamer night. I've gone back to posting a scheduled set of live shows starting from next week, not this week. This weekend is still my own, so I'm going to still pop in and out to surprise everybody. But Hero Flame, I count on you always somehow channeling my energy, because whenever I come on at a weird time unscheduled, you find me. You somehow sense me. Sometimes Simon Chan is good at that too. But yeah, and sometimes when Tishy or Dark Alice want to find me, they just pop in to see if I'm online or not, because I'm so hard to find in the real world. Really, it upsets people. They can't find me. I refuse to own a smartphone. I do not want a GPS, and plus I don't smoke, so my vehicle doesn't have one of those cigarette lighter things which everybody plugs their stuff into. I can't even vacuum my car from plugging inside. Yeah. Hero, really, you know so much about this stuff that maybe you should have a channel and do your own shows. Are you too shy for that? Because you seem to play with a lot of people and you seem to be in like Twitch and Twitter and YouTube. I don't know if you're in Facebook, but I'm on Facebook if you want to join me there too. Okay. It really takes a long time to go from screen to screen. Alright. Last night, if I mentioned, you guys know I like doing cooking shows. I really do try out a lot of the recipes that I share with you guys, and I give you chef tips when I tweak things myself. Last night I mentioned that while I was eating oranges for dinner, I was actually slow cooking turkey meatballs just to try something different, just to get off beef a little bit. And turkey right now is cheaper, to be honest. And I put some Tabasco sauce inside I did tomato paste with water as opposed to a regular. I made my own sauce as opposed to thing, and it's really good. It brings the heat. Because I developed a tomato allergy a couple years ago, so green tomatoes don't burn me. Yellow tomatoes are actually okay, but red tomatoes, they burn me, and I don't know why. So I found different ways by going into some of the Mexican, like bean sauces and stuff for tacos. It gives me the red color. It's still a tomato base, but for some reason that doesn't burn me, but tomato sauce does burn me, like the Italian stuff. If it's from a can. So I got to make my own now. And I always test it out myself first, because if it looks like a gross color, I know what's in it and I'll eat it. But serving it to other people, not going to work so well if you get this green, yellowy sauce. I have learned too, if you grate some carrot into your homemade sauces, they'll go from orange to red. So the red actually is not from the tomato. Tomato's orange when you make your own sauces. So the red part comes from that. But anyway, so I did that last night. And I'm eating them right now, even though it should be breakfast time, but I'm happy with it. Oh, they taste so good. And I'm doing up some noodles right now, too. On the last stream, you guys were sending me messages. I didn't see anyone online with me. Was that the one where I was in the hot tub? Yeah, so I don't know what that is. That's a glitch, because I definitely have my Streamlabs desktop set up the same way it is right now. Maybe I was just too into reading my story, but I didn't see any viewers online. But I do find that sometimes it says 0 viewers here and Cyan Ratan is talking to me. So I don't know what that is. There's definitely a glitch happening. So I'm sorry about that. But what were you trying to tell me? I'll be curious to know. We could talk about it now. Put me up here. I'm going to watch the game. All right. Here we go. I'm going to have to move everything out of my way, because the way they set up these new interfaces just blocks me from seeing anything. You were both there? How did you guys like the hot tub edition? I am trying to find you water-based stories, because I know you like water mysteries and stuff. I know these are more moralistic tales, but they were water stories, and I really wanted to be a mermaid, and I really wanted to soak in a hot tub. We just had such a bad storm all night long that I could actually feel the cold coming in from the windows, even though everything was shut. And to be honest, though, the air smells so clean and good out there, but it's just a biting cold wind. So I just really needed my bathtub last night. Okay, I want to say hi to my guild, because I have neglected them since I started YouTubing. I don't know what this is. Collections. Oh, I got new pets and I got new mounts. Let's reveal. I'm unwrapping my baby. Look at this little weird guy. He's like a dragon made of a tree. He's a nature dragon. He's the auspicious arbor worm. Oh, that's a different kind of a guy. Thank you so much. I think, I have a mermaidish kind of soul. I am a water baby in the real world. I'm a really good swimmer. Well, as you guys always hear from me, I love swimming. Ooh, here's our renewed Proto Drake. This is the guy we caught during the original Dragonflight Follies. Here's our dragon. Sandstone Drake. Time-lapse photo Drake. I got this by accident, not knowing that people were camping this for months at a time and never getting him. And I saw him, and I didn't understand. And so I went off and did a bunch of quests, and he was still, like, hanging around in the air. And I wasn't even a max character with my Pally. She's so awesome. Hero Flame. You know what? There are magical flames under the water. The flame from Mount Olympus is blue, and they carried it through underwater in ancient Greek and Roman times, and I am an ancient Roman. So, you're a unique eternal flame for me, Hero Flame. Although there's also Blue Flame and Eternal Flame out there too. Some of my original. But this guy here, I caught him. I almost died trying to catch him. I was not a max character, but I just got him. People offered me so much gold for this. When they found out it was just by accident, I even saw him and almost didn't even bother trying to get him. It just killed so many people. It just killed them. I shouldn't laugh. I shouldn't laugh. Okay. And I did have a new pet. I got a new pet too. I don't know what this is saying. You can't use him here. That's fine. Oh, right. I'm in Stormwind. Whoops. Put him right back where he came from. I don't know why it's doing that. Okay. So this is my original NELF. This is Zerindi Celeste. I took it from... The name is unique for a reason, but the Celeste part means of the light because she's an elf, and they're this purple color because of the type of light energy that they honor. What should I keep on lockdown? Travel forum. Well, I did get sleep. I also have some peace of mind, specifically because I finally did a couple of shows last night, stayed awake long enough to deliver for Tuckin' and Chill. Although my Soakin' and Chill, I kind of like it as a, just to keep things a little bit surprising and different. I'm glad I did it because I have to catch up. So that gave me some peace of mind. So this morning, I'm eating my turkey meatballs. I'm making noodles up for them right now too. I'm very happy with the outcome of my cooking. I'm happy with the outcome of my latest videos. Again, I am thinking about how I abandoned the Brave Immortal Souls. I really do want to develop those stories. And I'm sitting on a script from last summer that I just haven't produced because the way I used to do my stuff before I had a rig character, I really took a lot of time making all the sound effects for the stories because I really only had my sketches as visuals and they didn't move, which is why I got into the timers. Maybe I'm gonna makeshift a guild meeting tonight. I don't know. I do wish I had someone to hang out with in the real world. That was significant, and I never have that, and that's why I was in computers in the first place. I lived in so many lonely places with no one my age, and now I'm just frustrated that I grew up by myself. With nobody there who cared back. Like, yes, I have my family. I don't mean that. I mean a significant other person. And I'm kind of frustrated because there are some people trying to be kind, trying to reach out and saying you don't need a man or whatever. But you know what? You can't go through life never having a significant other or a dear friendship. And that's not natural. And for me, sometimes, as much as I've known so many dear friends that I've made through the internet or real people that I really know that are dear friends, but we don't live in the same town, stay connected through the internet and through this game is how we usually did. A lot of us have moved on past this, or I'll say personally, since I started VTubing, I don't really feel the same pull to play the games like I used to. It got me off the game, kind of, the game addiction. Thank you. I'm going to say I am fun, but unfortunately I will say this also. My parents were more fun than most people my own age throughout my lifetime. Like, my parents took me to demolition derbies and theme parks and roller coasters, and I mean, one of them used to ride a motorbike, and it wasn't my dad. I mean, they let me play sports, which my cousins weren't allowed to do. Coming from an immigrant family, I had certain advantages that my parents were the youngest in their families, not the oldest ones. And for some reason, I'm the oldest of my siblings, but yet I think I'm the youngest at heart. I'm not I refuse to give up having fun. Why when you get old do you have to cut your hair short and well, unless you like your hair short. Some people don't like having hair. Um but I mean, why do I have to give up on having fun or doing fun things? Life is boring and I'm not into the TV. I never really was. As a kid, I wasn't. I was in a tree, I was in the water. I played with my imagination. But I just think that after all this time, imagination shouldn't be the thing sustaining me, and I have to live my life through work. It's getting to me. Yeah, and so this is part of the escape. I was hoping to meet, make a lot of new friends like this, like I did in WoW. Like originally in WoW, the thing is that we all live in other parts of the world. None of us really live in the same town, so it's so hard. And there was a time where I was making the kind of money where I could go out and meet some of my guildies and really have friendships where we've actually met and had dinner face to face. We've gone to a theme park, or we've gone to like Dark Alice has come with me, and we've met at a couple of cons. Because I always did the from gaming. I was doing the like YetiCon and Comic Con and all fandom stuff, fan expos, playing the video game characters, because I make my own costumes and stuff. When I was a dancer or a dance teacher or a dance competitor, I made my own costumes. I made costumes for my teams. Because I wanted to be a fashion designer, but artists when I was growing up would starve, so I wasn't. I was put into science. I was put into chemistry and biology and math, and well, I have used these things, not been able to teach my specialties as a teacher. I mean, there's like 1 in 5 people in my province or state that is somehow into the teaching profession. Like, it's so overfull, and you don't get to teach what you loved or what you specialized in. So it's like, I don't even know what it was worth. Something we endure. I've had to tolerate and endure a lot, and I know other people, anyone in a war zone, I know what I'm saying isn't even of the same status. I know that, but it's been a pretty lonely haul, and it does affect you emotionally. It affects your spirit, it affects your drive, and I'm so tired of having birthdays by myself, and I've had all of them by myself. I mean, in grade 1, my parents tried to do a nice birthday. I just remember I was that kid who didn't like that people made fun of or fault-finded your family when they come into your home for something like that. And because I was one of the teased in school, I was one of the bullied in school, though my parents wanted to do a nice thing, I told them I never wanted a birthday again. And they always did, acknowledge me. My mom will never forget me. No matter where I am in the world, she will call me. So do my siblings. And my dad's just not a phone person. But I win the competitions between siblings. My dad will talk to me longer than anyone else. I've gotten him up to about 45 seconds to a minute. But I hold the record. He's the guy you play sports with. He's the guy you watch competitive sports with. He's the one cheering for you in the stands. But not a phone person. And really, I wouldn't be sitting so much if I wasn't on a computer. Computer really changed my entire world, but it came into my life in a time where I had to have it for work. And then when I discovered, because of my mom and my brothers, to use it socially, that blew up my world where I had to live in places that where you just don't go walking around by yourself. And then that was a good Band-Aid, but it can only work for so long. And then I started this YouTubing thing, and I was really not drawn to the games, which is why I did officially Dragonflight, to try to make myself stay in it with my friends that are still there, because so many of us have left since COVID. Lots of things became hard, and the financial stuff and everybody having to move and downsize their homes and move for work and all that. There was a positive impact at first, but with the YouTubing, it got me out of the need for the video game, but it still doesn't change that I don't meet anyone, and don't know anyone from the real world that's ever helped me to meet anyone. No one has ever cared to do that. Like, someone's trying to reach out with me on Facebook, and they're trying to say nice things that sound all empowering for women and all that. But look, if you want a family, you don't want to be just a hoe bag. And okay, so there's a shaming and calling it that, but I come from a culture that would still shame you for that. There's other cultures out there that I've met and lived among that don't shame you at all for that. That's their way, and they don't understand me not being that way. They don't understand because they don't ever leave the place where they were born. I've been all over the world, so I've seen a lot of different things, but I've always been honest with myself, which would work for me or not emotionally, and it's worse for me to do something that's not right for me. And I wanted to be married and have a family. I don't get to have that. And there is a point at which for a female it is too late. That's medical. And that's not our choice, and we don't like it, and maybe people don't want to talk about it, but if that's what you care about, you need parents to get out of your way, you need your culture to get out of your way, you need your religion to get out of your way, you need to somehow be able to not care about any of that. And for that, I found you needed a job that got you good money. But I couldn't get that all together in time to be young enough for that to still be options for me. This is reality. There are some things where you need another person in order for those dreams to come true. And for people to say to me, like, fault me for, oh, you don't need a man, or you don't need to depend on another person, you should learn to be alone. I don't think they've ever been alone to say something like that. I have been alone. And that's shit. Oh, I'm not supposed to swear on YouTube, so it's shite. It's baloney, okay? There's a point at which being alone by yourself, it hurts you, and it changes you not in a healthy way, and it's painful. And some people can distract themselves for so long, but at some point these things are no longer distractions. You come to resent those things too, because that's all there is. And there are times that I've pulled away from the game or whatever, not because I didn't have the time to play, but there's a point at which you should have a physical real life. You've got to use your body. Time is going to take things away from you, if not unexpected accidents. They're going to take away your mobility, they're going to take away your senses. We don't know what it's going to be unless we already know what degenerative things are in our families. But if we're unlucky, some of us, and through the game I've met children who are not, like, just teenagers, already going through things like cancer and like a type of diabetes or a type of arthritis that takes away stuff. Like, it just makes it harder. And I think that to have the human side of life, the physical, is important. And while we do these other things that can keep us in good company, like you're good company for me, and we can cheer each other up and stuff, but there's a point at which we do need the physical life to also be in balance, and it's not. And with the YouTube thing too, so things that are impacting me about the YouTube, I want to do better stuff. I had certain things in mind, but there are reasons why beyond me I have to be careful, and I have to not do certain things, which I think would get me more people following me a lot sooner, because I know who my audience is and I don't want to offend them, and I know who's been watching me and why they're watching me, which is cripe, and because I can't swear, cripe, but I don't like this. I've had a job and a career where you're expected to be, I've lived like a nun. That's not right. And yet somehow if you like somebody or you have an interest or you want to meet someone, you're being faulted. It's like you're a terrible hoe bag to want any kind of connection to another human. It's like you're a big sinner. And it's like, why are you such a hypocrite? They're such hypocrites. And it's even in the place I'm working now, they're such hypocrites with this morality thing. And as far as I'm concerned, I've done nothing wrong. I'm offering a public service to people, to help people, to cheer people up, to be company with people, as much as you're also my company, you're also my medicine for me. But I don't think I've done anything naughty. And yet, oh, they somehow find a way to make it so. And my jobs could be threatened by that. My friend's job's threatened by that. Because they've connected her to me here. And it's like garbage. But it's like, what have I done to hurt this world? Nothing. So why can't I do something to be happy? But there's also the part of, there's only so many people in the world, and they're not all interested in the same thing you are. You may not be their cup of tea, and I'm not anyone's cup of tea in the real world. I never have been. But I also refuse to accept living with someone who's a bum, who's going to put me financially in a toilet, who's there to scam me, who's there to beat me up, who's there to call me swear words. And I know most people accept that in order to have someone there. I can't. I'm not going to. And especially not after I've waited this long. If they're going to do nothing but put me in a hospital and make me poor, get out. And I don't want to be cheated on while I go to work and pay the bills, and you're bringing someone else into my bed and giving them my jewelry, eating all my food. Like, there's no way to stop that because I have to work. And I don't like people letting their families and friends come into my home and steal from me and destroy my property and threaten me and all that. And all these things happen. And these things happen quite fast, I've found, at least in the north. Where's one good guy that's not a bum, that's not going to abuse me? I haven't found one, and nobody has helped me to meet anybody. And I can't sit in bars by myself. You're treated horribly. You asked horrible questions. It's not fun. And I've never had a big group of girlfriends to go and do these things. And most of them were allowed to date 10 and 20 years before I could get into the dating world. Like, as kids, as teenagers, I couldn't. So, what's left, I don't know. But all I see is people that are not actually available to begin with. And I'm not going to help them cheat. So, there's my rant. It's really getting to me right now. This is a time of year where this stuff gets to me. I'm alive and feeding myself out of my own work, out of my own pocket, so I'm fine. And I have all that I need and can get it for myself. But that's not satisfying. I would like to have a fulfilled life, and that's not going to happen. So, and that's also part of why I stopped scheduling live shows, because I started getting frustrated with I'm always sitting, and I really want to be up doing something. But right now, like, there's this big storm happening, and as much as I wish I could do other things right now or be somewhere, I mean, I've been spending my life barely in the place that I pay to sleep in because I'm trying to meet someone. I was in sports teams as long as I could be. I just don't meet anyone. Everyone's taken, or gay, or both. And in all cases, if they're looking, they're cheating on somebody. Or they're very ill, or they're very dangerous. Like, I'm frustrated. And I'm frustrated with all the legs. Like, I can't just get in and play the game. I can't play through, which is why I'm not bothering with the raids or the dungeons. I'm just gonna lag out like this, get trolled, and then kicked. So it's like, I can't even show you guys the most interesting stuff. Okay, so this is I'm a pissed off kind of a day with everything coming out of my mouth. It's a whiteout. Right now we've got dark black clouds spinning pretty fast. I'm in like Tornado Alley where I live. So the problem is, like, our weather forecasts are so good, they tell me in how many minutes the next storm's going to hit. And I don't have enough time to get from A to B safely. So I'm staying off the road and just using up whatever's here. I'm kind of looking around thinking, how can I update the look of things? And for the most part, I have to be brave and throw out stuff. but everything I have is somehow potentially usable. And I'm not a big hoarder, but since I took that week off, I didn't clean anything. And I don't use my rooms in traditional ways except the bedroom. I've got my sewing room where I make my costumes and steam my clothes and keep my laundry. You've always been a very supportive person, and I thank you for that. No, I'm disconnected. This is why these lags are so horrible. I want to entertain you guys. This is just not working out. I was trying to get in because Pescana was there. She's one of our very first subscribers. Before I went live, she was one of the people that would read through my scripts when I was doing the actual storytelling scripts before I had a rig character. And she's in some of our door games. She has been in and out chatting with us. She was one of the ones who voted that she liked that new belt I found for my new looks in my more gothy girl look. I kind of like the dark eyelashes I put on myself, but it takes time to do, and every time I change my character's scenery, I want to change the clothes, it all gets wiped off again, so you'll only be seeing it from time to time. Okay, I'm trying to enter the world again. Hero, help me out. Do you want to play Would You Rather while we chat through? And if this blanks out a second time, I'll go on. We can check in on my singing monsters or something. Here we go. Sometimes she doesn't track. I'm holding up. So I made this shelf to hold up my camera so I could track better, but it's lately become weaker. Where am I here? And it tilts. So sometimes if I move around too much, it stops being able to track me. But yeah, even how I use the living room now, because I cut it up with, I made my own kind of soundproof wall so that I could have the cupboard at my back, the cupboard wall, like the back of the cupboard, and then the hallway across from me, they're not going to hear me, but I wanted to make sure the people side by side with my living room wall don't hear me, and they did confirm they never hear me, so that's good. Oh, so Hero, here's what I'm going to do. We're going to play a game. I'm going to actually pull up Would You Rather questions from the internet, and I'm going to read them. Let me see here. Let me get into this. I just have to open a window. Here we go. I'm going to move this window to where it's not on top of everything. So as we play. So I've been looking up new Harry Potter portraits, and I thought, maybe I don't want to do Harry Potter today. Or I might do it later tonight. And there is a potential to go swimming locally today. It starts at 12:30, so I've got an hour and a half. Okay, this window's now blanked out. Okay, here we go. When that window stops blanking out, we'll see. Unspent dragon glass. Oh, don't bug me with that. Okay, so I need to set my little creatures to fight a battle that they can win. I'm trying to open that up right now. We want to see my pets. Oh, I hate terrible lags. Okay. I'm opening up a Would You Rather tab now while I'm waiting for this thing. Okay, the claw-grade raptor. No. No. Okay, so what I need something. Okay, the last thing that's going to happen is going to be a beast, so he needs to go here. He needs to go here. I need like an eyeball. Oh, I'm hearing my pot clicking around. Oh, this is so frustrating. Come on, load up, load up. Okay, I'm putting it in. Would you rather game for adults? Oh, and even that is not showing up properly. Would you? Oh. Best would you rather questions for a good game night. Okay, we're going to do that. I'm going to close this window. I'm going to close every window I possibly can to try to reduce. Okay, so we've got, I need to have something that can fight the elemental. A magic creature. I think it's we have to fight a magic creature. Oh, we do need something that can fight a mechanical. Hang on, Pandora's box. I have a creepy crate and I called it Pandora for Pandora's box. I think that's funny. I think I did it good. I think I did go with that one. I need to get one of those birds. Like the raven birds. Let me see here. Wait a minute. This guy. Can he do? Oh, he does mechanical. I'm going to stick him over here. And, oh, sorry. Does he take out, I need something that takes out the magicals. That would not be you. Well, I don't remember what takes out magicals. I don't think it's going to be a bug. I can't, you know what? I can't remember what I used to use. No, it's got to be up the top. I know they were all up in the top. Might be the eyeball, but I'm going to double check all of these first. Okay. The crab takes out flying things. Iddy, what does he do? Aquatics. Ghastly Kid. The Undead. Irons. If I'm desperate, I may just put Irons in there, because at least he can resurrect if he dies the first time. I might put Annie in there at one point. Well played. Yeah, it's him. Okay, let's do this. We're going to try it. All right, hero. I'm going to ask you the first question before I start my pet battle. Okay. Oh. Would you rather have the ability to see 10 minutes into the future or 150 years into the future? Oh. Let me see. I would say I'd rather see 10 minutes into the future, but maybe that's a little too close. Maybe, no, that would be annoying. I want to just live my life with flow. So 150 years into the future and hope I can make some money out of it. Like be the inventor that brought that great thing. I don't know. Oh, that was a good hit. I'm going to use that again. Go bird. Oh, it's going to kill me first. So, hero, what would you choose? Would you go for seeing 10 minutes into the future or 150 years into the future? Oh boy, take him out, take him out. And how would you use that ability? What would it be for, like, to catch little kids doing whippersnapper things, or would it be like to guess the right lotto numbers? What would your power serve you for? Oh. I don't blame you at all. Okay. Would you rather have telekinesis, the ability to move things with your mind, or telepathy, the ability to read minds? Oh, so 10 minutes to avoid inconvenient conversation because nobody like, you know what, hero? I like that. I like that. That's a good answer. Actually, so me and my friend at work, we actually try to maneuver a particular person on our staff to be towards our boss's office when we come in so that they can keep them charmed and giggly and we can escape without having to have a meeting. No. I'm so sorry, I just have to breathe. Oh my goodness, even took for the last 3 weeks I've been using cold and flu capsules. They're from Walgreens in the States, and the yellow ones for day, green ones for night. And they've been working. And I just took one like before I went live, and this one's not working. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. So oh, this sounds so horrible. So what I'm gonna say is this, as I set up my new round. I got a real story for you. Talking about not wanting to know what's in people's minds. So I've turned really ornery. I really wasn't at all as a young kid. Not at all. I was the most positive for the longest, according to my friends. With the least cause, they told me. And I'm going to believe them. But I'm going to say these days, I can't put up with crap. I can't put up with it at all. I might as well be a little hedgehog or a porcupine. And I just want my own little space. I did always envision the Adam and Eve kind of scenario for my life where I'd have a nice big garden and a guy. And that's all I wanted, and the rest of the world can just stay over there. Out of my garden. But, excuse me. So this time it's going to be, I think, an elemental, not a magic. Let's see what this does. Oh. And, so I forced myself because of how I was feeling. Dating sites have never helped me meet anyone. They only get me ghosted and waste my time because I refuse to do this text messaging forever, wasting my money. And I don't know how people consider that actually dating, like these catfish shows. I don't understand. I'm just not on whatever level people are. Whatever today isn't what dating is supposed to be. But whatever. Yeah, I get that. And so I went on it a couple days ago, and once again, it's one of these sites where they want you to pay so you can even see the messages or talk to anybody, and I'm not going to do it. I've wasted so much money on this stuff. I'm not doing it. I'm done. And but what's happened is I went in, and one person I guess paid money to contact me, and they're not even in my town. So of course, that's not real. That's not dating. That's just a waste of time. I did the long distance thing, believing in someone that I met when I was doing school over the ocean. And no, they were in other people's beds. They were in other people's beds as soon as I wasn't there. And they considered it, because some cultures that I've met consider, oh, we're together when we're in the same town. And when we're not in the same town, we just don't ask and don't tell. And we're going to be both doing it. And I can't live like that. And I don't accept that. I wanted something, I guess, too old-fashioned for what the world is today. And, but this guy's from another town. He's not attractive to me, going by the picture. And that's very difficult, because I don't think anybody in my age group would be attracted to anybody in our age group. I really wish I wasn't my age. I really wish I could go back and have a do-over, knowing what I know now. I was way too shy, and that didn't help me at all. And I had parents that were way too strict, and that didn't help me at all. And then going where I had to go to have a job, that just ended my life, and I just didn't know yet. Here I am, and I'm on this thing, and he's talking to me, so I say, yeah, it is a nightmare. So I'm open to saying hello to this person, because at least they said hello to me. But the next thing he writes back to me isn't a getting to know you thing. It's that he's writing a story about cute cannibals. And so I erased him right away. I'm like, I don't even have time for this sickness. And I happen to know from watching really bad B movies in the north, where I only had one TV channel and nothing else to watch in the middle of the night, that movie already exists. But if that's what you're into, I mean, it's so disgusting. And he's focused on, teenage to 20-year-olds. And he's focused on them being cannibals. I don't even wanna. I don't want to know this person. I don't want to know their kinks. I'm done. I already wanted to just throw up. I'm like, no. I kind of feel like, the Sex and the City? I don't know if you guys... Yeah, that's what he started with. I mean, and for all the... Okay, so I got really sassy with someone. They sent me a dick pic. And I said, since I didn't grow up knowing you, and there's no, thing between us as even friends, this is not your best advertising strategy. Don't do that. He was offended, but I didn't ask to know. I don't know. Sorry, I'm on the same page. I am looking for a particular ability because this round is the one that's hard for me to beat. Actually, I think I'm gonna put irons in there. These beasts, I can't get through all the beasts, but I think it's an elemental, the first one. This squid, I think he's elemental. If I'm wrong, he's magic, but I think he's elemental. And I don't seem to have a good elemental killer on my team here. Oh, these are all the things I haven't gotten. I used to be such an avid hunter, for achievements. Yeah, I don't find that anyone's ever tried to get to know me. They want to know what my profession is because they're hoping to spend my money, and I don't tend to even want to tell people what I do, because even my girlfriend said the same thing. We don't want anyone to know what we do. But you can't aim to be a homemaker, that's for sure. But I've met so many con artists. I met so many people just out to, and even female friends, they're just users. They just out to use up your money, and always with a story why they've forgotten their purse too. I can't even, I've actually said to some females that I've met in the past 2 years since I've moved here, I am not your boyfriend, and I am not your husband. I am not your taxi, and I am not your wallet. Oh my God, it's like the cost of having any human being in your physical space is that you have to let them use you and spend your money. And I'm like, so not interested that I am here instead of out in the world. When I go out into the world, I went out for my birthday. I got mocked by a guy, a 6'1" white fat guy, making fun of me posing to take a selfie with my camera for my birthday, like just to record what I actually look like at this age. Because I don't usually take pictures of me. I didn't follow myself with a camera when I was a kid, and I wish I had, because I had a 23-inch waist, man. I will never see that again. Just nature takes that away. Like, you do, your bones widen as you age. It's not, I would have to starve myself, and I still wouldn't even be able to pull my bones back in. I look at my pictures and I say, I don't understand why no one was interested, other than I thought for myself. I guess that's just not right. I wanted someone I could do things with, like play sports with and travel the world with. I wanted to fuck all the time. Okay, so you heard me say it. And I never got to do any of that because there's nobody out there. They're just con game people. I don't know. And then I'm here, and I wonder how many of us in here are here because of that, or are that, I don't even know. But I think relationships are just broken. Getting to find one is broken unless you grew up with somebody, or you're the kind of person that doesn't feel bad if you screw somebody and never see them again. I just can't do that. I just can't do that. It wouldn't matter. I don't know. And that's not even, I mean, that's your culture, that's your religion, that's your family, that's your friends probably. I don't know, but it is me. That is me. That is not good for me. Not for me. I hope I'm still streaming because I'm getting these weird pop-ups and I don't know what to do about that. But man, my friends that I made through WoW when I first started playing WoW, they're still my friends to this day. And although none of us are in the same town, some of us have tried to do like reunions where once in a blue moon we've traveled somewhere, Toronto, we've traveled to New York to get both sides of the border. And some are in Europe too that were in my guild for a long time. But it's been very hard for everyone to stay in the game. Everyone grows up, they meet someone, they shack up, they get into dating world, they get into having kids, get into moving for work, especially with COVID, knocked a lot of us out of the game because everyone had to move. Some of us live in places that are more, have more natural disasters going on as well, and so they're out of the game for that. But that's why I got into this out of Facebook, because, and out of WoW. Oh, I did it again. Okay, I'm going to try to go in one last time because I want to finish that pet battle. And here's the next, instead of me ranting, the next question. Would you rather team up with Wonder Woman or Captain Marvel? I'm going to tell you honestly, I've been a Wonder Woman fan since I was a baby watching Linda Carter. I'm old enough that I saw Linda Carter as Wonder Woman. She is my only Wonder Woman. I don't care how old she is, who they replace her with. She's Wonder Woman. I loved all of her clothing. Her clothing was fantastic. I especially loved her 1970s dresses. I thought they were so pretty. And so she's always going to be Wonder Woman to me. It's too bad she never got a movie for it, but as a kid, there were Saturday morning cartoons, and there was Gilligan's Island, and there was Wonder Woman. I'll always be a fan. I did try to make a 1950s comic book style Wonder Woman costume as a cosplay. I found that that was the only time I ever got body shamed or like ridiculed by guys in their 20s, which I thought was really crappy. But fathers who were in their 20s to 30s who had little daughters really supported me, and women, of course, supported me in the costume. And fathers were asking their daughters if they wanted to have pictures with me. And, you know, not obese kids or anything, just regular little kids. But I did the 50 style so it could have a skirt. I did not want to walk around in a bathing suit. Um, but yeah, so I never wore that costume again. I have worn it to like things where I know like my cousins are going with me and I'm surrounded by 10, 15 people and like we all went as versions of Wonder Woman. We've done that. But yeah, Wonder Woman cuz she's kinder. Yeah. And do you know, in a fun fact, Linda Carter's actually pretty much blind without her glasses, and she had to play the part on camera without glasses on. So they would put sandbags around her feet, around where she would twirl, so she'd know. So whenever you see her do those abrupt stops and her hair bounces back and stuff, she's hitting sandbags to know where her marks were because she couldn't see. You know how people tape X's and lines on the ground on a stage for little kids to know where to go? They did sandbags so she could feel her way through her feet. So I found that interesting to know. Wonder Woman, Linda Carter, needed glasses. For real. That wasn't just her gimmick. That wasn't her gimmick as Diana Prince. She needed them to see. I thought that was great. Sandbags. And she did her own stunts without trapeze nets underneath her. Like hanging from that helicopter. She actually did that. She was 30 feet in the air. Had her hands let go, she would have been dead. She was like 18 to 22 when she was doing that as well. She was very young. So, yeah. I'm Team Wonder Woman. Now, our next question. Would you rather be forced to sing along or dance to every single song you hear? I'm a dancer. I sing to punish people's ears and make them do what I want or I won't stop singing. Little kids love it though. But if I want, someone to do something, I will sing. My sister and I, the way we fought, we didn't argue. We'd do opera wars in a car to try to blow each other's eardrums out. But we were laughing hysterically by the end of it. It was never hateful. It's just how we expressed ourselves. I've got really good lungs. I don't need a microphone. I was a trained public speaker from kindergarten, and I used to go to competitions and win trophies for that. Projecting your voice across the room. So, like when I'm accused of being, you're yelling at me, I'm like, no, I'm talking to you. But since 20 people are talking all at once, you're a dancing person? Hero, but what if you're a good dancer? Everyone will look. Maybe it'll get you some free drinks. Singing does bring more attention and more criticism, maybe. I love dancing. I love dancing. I've always been a dancer. I miss going out dancing. But again, as a single female, and now not having a 23-inch waist anymore, it's not something I would do alone. And it's not safe, and it's not fun, and you can't get drunk. I know a lot of people out there, a lot of my subscribers do not drink, so I'm not trying to advocate that. It's just that, I grew up with wine on the table. That was just part of my culture, so sometimes I shouldn't because it can hurt my organ health, but sometimes I just really wish I could just sit down and have a couple of drinks. But again, as a female who travels alone, I would never do that in a public place. I would have to do that alone in my room. And I feel that if you're alone in your room, you shouldn't be drinking. That is way too sad and destructive. So anyways, I think we were able to pick our team before we go in to the fight. This is the harder one. I often do not beat this pet battler guy. So basically my computer keeps shutting down and giving me pop-ups saying I don't have enough memory space left to support everything I'm doing. So that's what's happening. Is it? Oh, it's magic, not elemental. So I may lose this round and we'll have to change it later. I'm going to set the healing now because it's going to blast me really hard. Hopefully I'll survive it to heal a little. Oh, see, it hit me. Now am I healing? Did I heal? If I did heal, oh, that's horrible. Okay, it was a magic creature. I should have kept that bird in. I hate that. Okay. Okay, our next question. Would you rather find true love today or win the lottery next year? I'd rather find true love, honestly. I make my own money. I can trust me to provide for me. But I would like a true love. A lot of people probably grew up having partners would go for the money. Make life easier, right? Oh, this is a horrible, horrible, sad, sad fight. I'm not even past the first character. I never can beat the cow because I can't get past Sid. Oh my goodness. I should have led with irons. Alright, let's go, man. Oh, I forgot I could heal. I'm so dumb. But I'll resurrect, right? Will I resurrect? Oh, I wasted even the resurrection. I can't believe I'm so dumb. Oh, I'm on my last pet. Okay, so I've learned a few things. Hero, I feel like we need to talk. Like, well, we're on Twitter. I'm going to talk to you on Twitter because if you are, okay, do not tell me, do not confirm, it's nobody's business, but I suspect certain things about your age group, certain things about your health, what's going on, and that you're in the islands. But I'm not clear on whether it's Jamaica or St. Lucia. But I've never been to Jamaica. So I'm open to a trip. I've always wondered if I should go to one of those that Jamaican hedonism, but I'm not going to screw around. I'm going to get a tan on my not perfect body so that I'm not white everywhere because my body up until I had those surgeries a couple years ago was never white. I always had like a bronze back my whole life, and it was only because I took allergy to the anesthetic that I blanched out, which scared my dad and me when I saw how pale I am now. Well, I think I figured out certain things, so I hope for you for true love. And you still won't tell me which Pottermore house you're in. I must know. Please go to Pottermore. Please take the test and tell me which Hogwarts house. You must hate Harry Potter because you never tell me which house you're in. We found out that Ryan Catan, he is a Hufflepuff. And Hookshot is a Hufflepuff. Aloria and Pedro, Assault Tank, and Mini Skelly, they are Slytherins like me. And so is Tuca. Tuca's a Slytherin. I must know which one you are. Are you a Ravenclaw? We must find out. I found out my mom's a Hufflepuff, which I think is hilarious because I always thought my brother would be. But then he came from her, so. Alright, I'm trying to set my team better. I gotta beat the Moo Cow. Okay. Here we go. But I am going to tell you this if it gives you any hope at all. I was told a few years ago I wasn't going to make it past that September, and it was the year before. It was the year before COVID, and my sister's like, "You're not going to die without seeing the home country one more time." She took me over to Europe. She took me to Italy, and I went through France before I went to Italy, and I was saying to myself, if I'm learning this new language, my brain is still learning. I can't be going. I can't be going. But it's scary to think your body can take you out and drag you out with it. But I'm more scared about my mind going before my body and being in the hands of strangers for care. I don't ever trust that. I don't ever see a good thing coming from that, which is why I'd rather, if you had family to take care of you, although it is a burden for them, it's safer than going into a home. There are certain cultures that want to put you in home as soon as your spouse is gone, and it's like you don't have a right to everything you earned in your lifetime because they want to cash in on it, which I think is disgusting. But I bet a lot of people like that out there. All right, we want something that deals with magic creatures, so it's going to be one of my chimmerlings. I'm going to put this guy in, although I think the purple bird is probably stronger. Okay, we're going to keep him here. We're going to keep you here. And I have to remember you can heal. Okay, now that this is on my mind. But, I know you've gone through some pain, and I know you've been a little depressed from it, and it has probably kept you isolated from some people as well. I know when I was told I would have only a certain amount of time to live, although I'm still here, only by miracle, I will tell you honestly, by miracle and the science and knowledge of the people who are my surgeons, really. There's no other reason I'm here. I don't know. I had hope at the time that it meant I would end up having a child because it was the only unresolved thing for me, but nope, it's still a no. So I don't know, but I do think about you sometimes and hope that you're okay. And I think that's why sometimes you find me in the middle of the night when you and I both go sleepless sometimes. Usually because it's probably too painful to get into a position where you're comfortable enough to fall asleep. Or I don't know if you get this, I've had dreams where I'm crying to myself, asking myself for help because of the parts of my body, like holding on to a part of my body that has permanent nerve damage, asking for help because it's just so painful. Like that happens in my sleep. My subconscious mind is saying, please help me make it stop. And I can't. From a very young age, I was very sad to know that I was going to live not knowing a time without pain. And it does wear down on you. It can be very frustrating. Yeah. And I mean, I was at a point where I wanted to chop off parts of my body to get away from the pain it was in. But that doesn't help you at all. And I also went through the phase of saying, why fight it? But then I realized if you stay alive, if you don't keep fighting, even if it's a slowly losing battle, it's going to happen a lot faster. And there's no cap to what goes wrong. And so you just have to keep going for yourself. And I'm going to say this. I actually, for the first time in my life, talked to one of these social worker people because I had that small 1 month window of benefits back in June. I don't know if you remember me talking about that. And she said, V, you're staying alive to spite people. Like, your act of being alive is to spite people. Because people have wished me dead. People have wished me harm. People tried to ruin my life, ruin my future, and I'm going through that right now at the work I'm at right now, intent on trying to stop me from locking in the career path. Oh, shoot, I keep forgetting I can heal. Now it's going to be too late. I kind of feel like it's like, because they want me gone, it's hell no I won't go. And if the last thing I do is suck in a half more piece of oxygen out of your airspace, I'm going to do it. My very last in-breath, however much I get, it will be to take away the oxygen from the a-holes. I kind of think I'm the Shylock of Shakespeare's, I don't remember what play it was he wrote, but there was a Shylock character. It's like, I'm going to go to this wedding. They invited me because they had to, because of who I am at work with them or whatever. They don't want me there. They don't love me. They don't like me. They're racist. They hate my race. But I'm going to drink every bottle of wine they've got. I'm going to drive up the cost of their wedding for them, because just to spite. They think I won't go because I'm outnumbered. Yeah, I'm like Shylock like that. Yeah, I don't know. I feel that I don't have the brain that thinks about how to hurt people or sabotage them, so I don't see it coming. I know it's there. I know they're going to do something next, but I can't protect myself from it. I don't think like them. I'm really not like that. And so I don't know what to do. Oh, I made it to the moo cow, but just not all the way. I need a better magic killer. Oh, the things we say when we play WoW is so horrible if someone doesn't know what we're talking about. All right, I don't have any bandages left to heal these guys early, so here we go. Abysseus. He can't do it. No, they can't do it. Better to get the mechanical guy. He can go after Beast. Okay, I'm going to put him here. Beast. I think I've used him here before. That's not going to help. Okay, Maul. I need something to replace the Nuglet as well. Okay. Thank you for saying that. Please go to Pottermore. Tell me which house you belong to, or which house you would like to belong to. I really I want to place you in that box. I'm placing you in a box with me. You can always ask me a question. Is this going to be a riddle? Because you're the jokester of our group. Okay. Would you rather have another 10 years with your partner? Well, we're going to skip this one. I don't have a partner. If you're looking for true love, both of us don't need this question. I'm moving on. All right. Would you rather be chronically underdressed or overdressed? Oh, I bet you know which one I would pick, don't you? Because I'm doing it right now. What would you pick? You're probably modest. You'd probably be overdressed. You know what I would be. You can say it. I'm going to keep looking for something that can kill beasts. Emperor Crab. He's not a beast killer, but... You already know. You already know. The way that my guild was able to prove someone was a hacker one time when they took over, and it was like a year before I started YouTubing, is because they asked them what they were wearing. And they're like, you are not our guild master. Any answer would have been the wrong answer. Ooh, well playing. Yeah, this little guy, this little potbelly guy, he's cute. I got him early on in the game. Maybe he can do this. See what else there is. Maybe he can do this. Okay, we just need someone to replace Nuglet. Yes, Hero Flame. You can't stop. You can't make me. Does the ghost do it? No, he goes after humans. Valkyrie, what can she do? Humans. This little girl, this little angel girl, she can possess people so that they get killed from the inside out. So she's a mechanical killer. I have to remember that. I got her, Little Venus, because she has my name. Winter Rageling, Mechanical and Dragon, Zurag oh, I never showed you this guy. He's kind of good looking. This is Patricia, Mechanical Killer. All right, she throws snowballs. That's why I keep her. It's really adorable. She complains whenever you pull her out of the toy shop to go fight a war. Fox, that would be against a critter. You would be against a... Oh, the undead. Oh. Amethyst Hatchling. It's like a little purple spider guy. He cannot help me. Can a wasp help me? No. We're having a hard time replacing... But I can heal him now. Nuglet is back. We're going back in this game. All right, next question, since we both know the answers to this. Okay. Would you rather have everyone you know be able to read your thoughts, or for everyone you know to have access to your internet history? Oh, neither. That's horrible, but I'd rather fault on internet history because they wouldn't be surprised. They wouldn't want to look. So I would give them that ability. They wouldn't want to know. So I'm safe. Yeah, what would you choose? Okay, let's kill Sid. He blocked. I actually got into the habit of erasing things every time I have to be at work or school or a hotel, anything. I erase before I stand up. Oh no! Scourge Whelpling is an undead. It can be risen. Yes, take one more hit for me. Kill him, kill him! Oh, you die! Doing me honor! Good job, Scourge Whelpling. Good job. Only 90% chance to hit. It's gonna die here. But it did do damage. Good job, Scourge Whelpling. You are wonderful. Alright, get in there, little buddy. But why? The people putting you in a mental facility are probably just hypocrites. There's so many weird, kinky, sick people out there. I mean, not to say you and I might not be as well. I don't know. But, I mean, I don't think many people are well these days, or with all this stuff on the internet. Has he already risen? No, take one more shot for me. Kill that rhino. Yes, Mr. Pointy's gone. You have done your duty. The question is whether we can outlast the cow. This cow is so hard to beat. He just doesn't go down. Oh no, I forgot that I could heal. This is my fault. I saw, like, I actually sometimes sit back and analyze my own thinking, my own fantasies or my own dreams, or sometimes I'll ask my friend about my dreams, because it does mean things. It does come from some need or some lack of something from our real world that our minds are trying to cope with or learn or put together, and I try to be mindful of that sometimes, which sometimes means I take something away. We did it! I had to sacrifice 2 lovely little pets, but we can heal them. We did it. That's fantastic. Yay! So it does make me sad though sometimes when I become aware of what it is I'm doing when I'm thinking or whatever of things. Okay. Opening the Great Moon Pet Supplies. Oh, I got a teddy bear. Oh, how cute. It's a well-loved toy, a tattered collar, a magical mini treats. I think I'll sell that. I'm going to sell all of this because I don't need any of it. And I'm going to sell you. What's you? Oh, cocktail shaker and my breathable... We have to do some cooking. All right, next question. Would you rather lose your sight or your memories? I'll be honest, I wouldn't want to lose my sight, and some things are good to forget, but this is a toughie. This is a toughie. I'd rather know who I am. I would keep my memories. I know Braille. I taught Braille to kids. I can do this. I wouldn't like it, but I would keep my memories. Go, go, travel form. Okay, I think this one's an easy one. Would you rather give up air conditioning and heating for the rest of your life or give up the internet for the rest of your life? I would give up air conditioning and heating because I don't use air conditioning. I never have. I keep windows open. I like being outdoors in the fresh air. I find air conditioning when you have to go into a place of work or a school or library, it just makes me feel sick. I get sick, especially in the summertime. I need to be in the real outdoors. And also when it comes to heating, even though I'm in the north, I know how to build an igloo, actually, the techniques. I know how to survive negative 65-degree weather because I have. So I'd be pretty good at, even here, although this is, I'm saying, the first year I've really been putting on the heat This building, my first year here, I didn't need the heat on much at all. With being surrounded by senior citizens on all sides, they all crank up their heat so much that I'm warm because of everyone around me. I just put it on sometimes when you know you're going to have those bad storms because you don't want your pipes to freeze and burst, because then that's going to be your cost. But the heating system here is one run by like water going through whatever this machine is. And so when you put on your heat, it doesn't let you adjust the heat temperature. It's just either on or off, and it's way too hot for me. Way too hot for me. So I might put it on for an hour, or if I know a storm's coming, I'll put it on for while I'm at work, and then I take it off when I get home. And it takes some time for the hot to leak out anyways. And I own real wool. I have real wool blankets, real wool sweaters. They are so hot. But now that I'm used to the internet, I wouldn't want to be without it. My grandmother was so lonely when my grandfather died because there weren't shows in her language. There was nothing to do, no one to talk to. Like her sisters called. We visited, but that's not your everyday. She felt really cut off from the world and from life. And that made her give up on the inside. It's really sad to see. But I'll never go through that. The fear of living alone, the fear of the noises in the middle of the night, because I come on here and complain to you guys and you keep me company, and some of you have threatened to punch the ghost in the nuts, so they've gone away. But there's video games. There's games to sharpen your skills, your mind, your eyesight. There's news. I've not owned a TV, really, in years. My uncle gave me one when I moved here, but it was old and it broke down within the first year, so I got rid of it. Just on my computer all the time. I even phone people through the computer for free. We've got Zoom, we've got Messenger, we've got the in-video game, guild chat stuff, you name it. There's so many ways. I mean, they don't even build buildings with phone jacks anymore. I was going through, where was I? Oh, I think I was going through a public library. There was a whole bank on the wall, what used to be where phone booths were. Oh, it was in the airport. And now instead they're like ports to put your phone and plug yourself in and charge up, so you can arrange things for yourself with your own phone device. I can't log into it because I don't have a smartphone, but I've learned out in the world now, it is so hard to not have one. But if you can't afford it, you can't afford it. I can't afford it. It's not in my budget, honestly. That's frustrating. But I went to the States, and I didn't realize now what you need in order to sit down in these restaurants and the theme parks. You need a smartphone because they expect you also not to be single like me. Oh, air conditioning for you would probably be a blessing, especially if you're in the tropical climates. I can't imagine. I would pass out in the heat because I went to the desert once in July because I'm dumb and not thinking. I just knew it was a hot place and I had been living in the Arctic. And I went because the price was really good and I wanted to see what everyone was talking about. So I went to Vegas and I thought I was going to die. I literally wanted to take my boobs off my body, put them on a shelf so my heart and lungs would not be overcooked in 5 minutes. I really could have cooked eggs under there. Like, I really needed to hold them up because a bra wasn't good enough to get them off me because it was just too freaking hot. And I realized how much they are my friend, both in the water for not letting me drown, but in the Arctic Circle for keeping my internal organs insulated. And I never realized that till I went to Vegas in July. Oh my goodness. I will never go there in July again. I hear that March and April are a good time to go. But honestly, if you have these things on your body, they cook you. So yeah, I can see wanting to have an air conditioner if you live in a hot climate. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. That's, I guess, partly why I like to be outdoors too with the natural air. Oh yeah, so I sometimes very rarely talk about my ex of many years ago. First guy I ever dated. We were on and off for 4 years. He could not stop cheating. But we were very good as friends creatively. We designed and built a lot of nice stuff together. And then he felt guilty when he realized that I was there with him through all the muck. And then when it was all finally built, it was someone else enjoying it. And he actually, I guess, kind of, in a way, turned from that next girlfriend, who he got by cheating on me with her, that she's there in the end and I was there in the beginning. And he kind of tried to say sorry, but I didn't want to go backwards. And we tried to be friends. But there were times where I was the girlfriend that would like wear like mini shorts and nothing else and put ponytails on. You know, like the cheerleader fantasy guys have that seems to be in a lot of porno theme topics. And I would just get on trampoline and jump. Because if he come home from work and be grumpy, he's one of those people that needed time to not have to talk. So I just get on trampoline and jump away. The big smile on my face if he looked at me. And he always hated about me that he never knew how to feel because he wanted to be mad. And I was leaving him alone, so he was getting what he needed. But then he was curious about how to feel about what was going on around him. And one time he really made me mad. And I went up to him and I basically slapped him with them instead of my hands. I'll say that one time I've been really violent and slapped him across the face was with them. And it hurt him. It stunned him. It surprised him. And again, he wanted to be angry because he was trying to argue with me. But because I did that, he didn't know if he should have been angrier, he said this, or, do other stuff. He was very confused with me. But you could hear it. Yeah, I could knock somebody out. One of these is bigger than my whole body was when I was born. And so when I made my avatar, Venus Kalita, that you see, it's not a joke. I was 36, 23, 36 for a very long time. Yeah. And the only reason I couldn't be a supermodel is because I was short. That really just ruined it. I didn't grow legs. But I had very muscular legs for the legs that I had. I'm very good at sprinting. I was a good sprinter in sports. But I did long distance running only because it was so hard. It was so hard for me to have that stamina. But we've learned 30 years after the fact, whoops, I gave away a number, that my low stamina is because of the hemorrhaging that I've always been doing. That there was something that someone should have listened to me when I was a kid telling doctors. Doctors were telling me I was lying or not listening or not counting right about female issues, and they never listened. And finally, after all this time, getting a gynecologist during COVID because I started hemorrhaging and never stopped for 3 years. And then I died on the library floor at my school for a few seconds because one leg got caught on a chair. When I went down, it pulled the blood back. So I was almost in an emergency help position, and the blood pulled back. But they said I didn't have enough blood in my body for my heart to have something to pump. And meanwhile, I had gotten up, splashed my face, finished the last class, and then drove to a walk-in clinic who threw me over to the emergency room, who then threw me in an EKG and got me some blood, transfusions right away. And I had a couple of transfusions after that for the next month. And that's when they started saying you have to go back to red meat and stuff like that. I entered Garabashi Arena and they're killing each other and I'm lagging. I'm going to die before I ever touch the box. There might be something left in there for me. Why am I invisible? I hope I'm invisible to them. I don't think so. Oh no, they're after me. I'm trying to open it. They're going to kill me. She's going to kill me. Yeah, she's going to kill me. Oh, I'm just going to keep trying just to mess with everybody's day. Oh, stupid lags. But that was funny. I don't know if you find that amusing, but Garabashi Arena's on and there's actually people in there going for it. Usually there's just one of us around. Somebody's probably gotten it. Yeah. Let me in. I accept. Where? How do I? There we go. Oh, it's gone. They earned whatever they won. That's all right. If that happened to you, you'd laugh. I thought it was funny, and for me, that was the most effective way I ever shut him down from arguing stupidly. Okay, so this guy, I'm going to tell you, stupid is stupid, whatever. He tried to argue with me one time that I should obey him and listen to him because he couldn't win arguments, financial arguments with me. He could not do that. And so he tried to tell me that a man is smarter than a woman because they have a bigger head than a woman, and a bigger head has a bigger brain, and therefore they're more intelligent. So I brought out my measuring tape, and while it looks like he has a big fat head because he's got lots of hair, my skull was 1 inch wider than his. And then I stared at him with a big smirk on my face. I said, so which is it? Are you right, which would make me smarter than you since my skull is bigger? Or am I right, the skull size doesn't matter to how smart you are? Tell me. And he would never answer. Because either way, he was wrong. Anyways, yeah, I got out of that one. That one took me time to understand what the abuse was. I just knew something wasn't right. And since I now am older and I've talked to other people and hear about their relationships, I know how wrong it was. And I'm very sad about it. And I'm also sad that that's basically pretty much my experience of dating. Anyone else was like met once or twice, usually never became a second date, and that's if they didn't ghost me. And I didn't know what ghosting was either. I had to learn that phrase. But very, very poor dating life. It wasn't fun. Yeah. But funny enough, and I was surprised too, my skull was 1 inch bigger than his, so either way, I win. Either way. He couldn't win with me, and he hated that more than anything. And just to say too, I'm not a person that ever competed with my partners or my friends, but I found people always competed with me. They were paying attention and trying to beat me or one up me or better me, and I never understood that. That's not how I think. That's not my brain. I'd be just doing something. If I was good at it, I was good at it. If I liked it, I liked it, and if I didn't like it, then I didn't do it. So, I don't know, but some people, that's the way they are. Okay, we've almost got everything done, and I know it's not doing anything for experience points because I am maxed in my levels, but I do need all the gold. I like having the gold and the reputation. Oh, it's still giving me skill points. Yes, that's why I would do this, because I'm finding it hard to bring up the skills in the real world, but I need to get my skills up so that I can make all the stuff I need. Okay, so what it looks like, sell small junk items. Do I? Oh, yes, I will sell them. And I'm also going to sell that. And I'm going to delete that because I don't like sticking a fish on my head. I think it looks dumb. I don't like it. Alright, this. I'll put, I don't know what that's for. I'll have some things to give to my guild. Okay. 4 gold. All of that for 4 gold, but it's better than nothing. Okay. So that was a big ramble, but let's keep going. There are more questions as I play my game. Would you rather swim in a pool full of Nutella or a pool full of maple syrup? I would go with maple syrup. I don't necessarily like the taste or the smell of it. Sometimes it gets to me, but that would be easier to swim in than Nutella. Nutella would be like a big sludge. I would think that would work like one of those sand, what do they call those sand pits, those sinky sand, quicksand pools. Although I've always loved Nutella. I grew up on Nutella, but now they have canola oil in it, so now I can't eat it anymore. I don't know why they do these things. Soy and canola oil are bad for us. I'm coming out because I don't have the moonberry juice. What would you rather swim in, Nutella or maple syrup? Oh, it's really interesting how weathers can be so accurate. The snow is falling in big fat flakes. This is the first year I've lived here where snow has actually come up to the wall, touching where my door is. In the first 2 years here, it never came past halfway into my balcony. So this year is the big winter storm year. We've got real winter going on. Hmm. Hmm. Would you rather stay in during a snow day or build a fort? I'll be honest with you, I'd rather build a fort so that I can be outside with someone special. But otherwise, I'm in because there's nobody to do anything with. And on a day like this, I shouldn't really be sitting this much. See, as a young kid, I never sat this much. But if I go out, I have to spend money. I'm tired of going out by myself. It's just a waste of money. I'm just not really happier. It's just more money going. And then the problem is if you stay in, you don't put yourself out there for anyone to find you. But where can I go where I can find someone? There is no answer anymore. Everything people come up with is because it's what everybody says. I've never met anyone in a grocery store ever. I have never met anyone at a sporting event. I never met anyone from playing co-ed sports all my life. Never one. There were 2 times where a guy asked me out and then stood me up and brought someone else to our reservation. And then he stopped coming to the sport to hide from me. Especially the guy from kickboxing, because I could kick his ass for real. No, I've been mostly ghosted. It hasn't been fun. Such a lag. Must be so boring for you guys to watch. You're gonna be maple syrup? You'd attract all the fine bugs? Do you want to attract bugs? What are the fine bugs? Like ladybugs? Or the little glow flies? Do those little flies with glowing butts, do they bite? Or do they just keep to themselves? Because they look kind of magical in the fields. I remember staying in Piarco Village in Trinidad. And at night you see them all in the fields. And it was so pretty. I wanted to run out there, but I didn't know if there'd be snakes on the ground. So then I did not run out there. Okay, we're coming in to Goldshire, where many people who do roleplay in this game do silly things with people they've never seen or met. So you see people in here standing looking at each other and doing nothing up in the rooms above? Yeah, they're doing something on some other chat space. They stick to themselves. Oh, that's so nice. So here I've got to know, did you ever try out my crossword puzzle? Because you were in it. You were one of the answers. Oh, this one doesn't have anything. Get over here, the bartender. Might have to ask the bartender. But I wonder why. I did have moonberry juice. Why didn't it make... There we go. Oh, you know what? I forgot that this was not... that I wasn't on Venus. Ori needs to level up. She's only level 64. So we might as well do Gamer Nights to get her leveled. And then I can have some time to... know what happened to Emerson. He said a lot of no's, and then he said a few okays, and he was gone. I don't know who Emerson is. I think they joined us originally during the My Singing Monsters, their first try at that, but then they were gone. I thought all of those kids had quit. Oh, yay. And what I don't know is if I don't get Christmas presents because I didn't go pick them up. There's nothing mailed to me, so I just don't know at all. Maybe I don't get presents because I didn't go. This would have been the first year I've never done WinterVeil. Other than with Venus. Okay, here is a new question. You've been in all my door games too. Have you noticed that? I don't know if you play my door games. But you are the very first person that ever talked to me online. You gave me hope to not quit. That is why I'm actually here developing as much as I have. And last night, what I did after the hot tub episode, I went to look up my hero, Vox Akuma, to see what he's up to, and he's changed a lot since starting. And trying to look back at episodes that first really caught my interest to see what he's doing, because I can't go the sexy route. He definitely had the sex appeal right off the bat. His voice is awesome, but he's also got very good scripting for that kind of thing. But I do kind of like his motif, so that's what got me into the bathtub as a mermaid, because he did that, but he did a sexy story. I just did a talk. Oh my goodness, everything's happening. Thank you. But I am looking at his stuff because before he was Vox, I hope so. The strange life I've had, the unusual, non-typical life that I've had, I hope it serves for some purpose. Phew! Oh my goodness, everything is happening. I do not have a cold. I don't know what's wrong. Anyways. I don't even know what I was just trying to say. Phew! Oh my goodness. Everything's crazy. So I went and looked at his stuff and this new stuff and what can I do that's like what he does. And I found that he got over 1 million subscribers before, like within months of starting. He just had this sexy voice and he has a sex appeal. He's very naughty with the stories, but he's even moved away from that after the first year to do other things. And the gaming thing. And I think he's into a lot of the Steam games, or I don't know. But he's got a whole community with him. And although my rigger told me I'd be considered part of their particular community, no one in their community ever collabed with me or anything. So I don't know. I'm in it on my own. And I found that I've made a lot more story episodes than he has. And yet he's got over 1 million people. But we are just under the highest number I've ever had, although it was a short time and then it disappeared. So I'm hoping we keep who we have, but we're almost at 150, and I'm hoping for that to go up from there. And again, I cannot beat the algorithm. I have never been able to recreate that one burst that happened in April. I don't know why it worked. Thank you. Oh, there we go. Let's hope that's over now. Okay, we handed in our moonberry juice. I did not want to be hunting for achievements in here. Let's go back to Stormwind and see. There's no way there'd still be presents to pick up. I don't think so. But we are moving our way across the board. Maybe I'll keep going until we level up one time. I'm so sorry. Oh my goodness. This is awful. I'm down to melting ice cubes to have ice. So this is a good time. I put mint in my water today. You can hear this mug. I'm now melting ice cubes 1 mug at a time to have water to drink. And I'm down to the last quarter of my last ice cube bag, but I'm hoping I don't have to do any grocery shopping till tomorrow. Everything's happening. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I just raised my mug, and you know what I do. I toast to your health and mine. Please hydrate if you haven't yet. Have a tea, have a coffee, have a ice water. I love ice water. And I put mint leaves in it today, and it's just tasty. All right. That's one thing I won't give up from my childhood is having mint in the garden. I love mint. Mint is good for us. Okay. Now we need to fly. Come on. I'm a bird. So this is a major glitch. I am running through the universe, but I am a bird. Right now I should be a bird. Let's just have a look. This is interesting and unique. Dun, 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 like a Wonder Woman. But really, I should look like a bird right now. A beautiful purple bird. I don't know what's happening. What's down there? What is that? Oh, a coin, a rumble coin. This is some new thing. I don't even understand the point of it. There's some rumble bag. Oh, I see it. You see it? Bag with a coin. We want it. It will give us some quick experience or gold or something. We need to find the rumble machine. I've only been doing this on Venus. Here we go. Good. All right, back to being a bird. Hang on. Be a bird. We're invisible. Okay. Let's get in there. Somewhere in here will be the rumble coin machine. In Orgrimmar, it's the main square. Let's see if it is over here as well. Oh, I hate legs. I should make a song about legs. Legs, I hate legs. Legs. That pause was on purpose. To make a point about being a lag. Okay. Ooh, little puppy. What is he? Perky Pug. The fountain's gone. Everything is such... Okay. It's over here. Oh, maybe it's in the auction house. Is it in the auction house? Where are you? Oh, they pushed the benches back too. That's different. Stone benches. Just sit down. This is different. They did something. What, why? Why? Come on, what is this? Oh, legs, and I can't pull away. I don't want to be... Get out. Maybe it's on the ceiling and I have to... Get out. Come on, leg, stop. Where'd it go? Ooh, who are you? That must be a death knight. Oh, it's a holy cow. No, it's a panda. It's a panda. Panda time. What is this? Trading post. Oh, the monthly gold to buy stuff. Okay, let's take a horse. This is the Headless Horseman's mount. I won it a long time ago on the same pally that got me that timeless photo drake. Get down, get down. I think I can claim. I can claim it, yes. Now we need the NPC to show up so I can buy from them. We'll have to wait a moment for that. Even the cooking guy isn't there. But there's a big bear out there. Wooty woo. Smokey's pet. Smokey's pet. That's funny. Well, let's go over here. Lady, what can we do? Her name is Tawny. Tawny Seabird. Complete the quest. That was 2 gold. Okay, let's see what they're offering this month. We got ourselves some candy cane-ish something. I know we didn't get the peppermint sword. We did get something. Samba waste water tracker. Oh, that's steampunkish. What are you? Oh, I don't have a. Oh, look at you. I would go for that if I had enough gold. I have 700. Wait. Or maybe I have the. I don't know. Ooh, he's very colorful. You need apprentice riding on the dragon mounts to have these. I see. Okay, so there's this. No. Time lost salamander. Oh. A gun! I can't use a gun on this one, but I don't know if it's across. My hunters can use a gun. I kind of like it. Okay, let's look at everything. Nope. What is that? That's colorful. I don't need it. What is that? A thing of gold? A heavily stitched wallet full of gold coins. Isn't that cute? Which Dr. Venus sneezes. Huh. Okay, let's see what else is out there. Yeah, I don't understand why to wear this necklace you have to have no shirt. Oh, this is pretty. I've always wanted her to have one of those gowns, but yellow's not my favorite color. I have to think about it. Their gloves are really, like, disturbing me. No. 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 What's this? Oh, from the Caluac. Returning stuff? Returning stuff? I'm not giving you back anything, man. Okay. I think what I really liked, what did I say I liked? The gun. Yeah. I'm gonna buy that and hope my hunter can hold it, because that looks pretty cool. I'm gonna purchase you. Yay. And now let's see if we have enough left over. Well, I think we do, to get that little yellow dress. The Gossamer Desert Gown. Why not? I should have her have birthday pictures. Yeah, we're gonna do it. Oh, I forgot all about this little guy. I've been saving him so I can buy him later. Next time. I got 100 gold left. What can it get me? Nope. Nope. No. 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 What is that? Uggs? Treasures of the Caluac. They actually do look nice. To stream so early? What do you mean? Because it's in the morning? Um, because either I was gonna drive to another town to swim outdoors in the heated pool because I haven't had a good swim in a long time and I really need to have that back. But then because of the storming coming within a half an hour, I couldn't go anywhere. So, I actually like these Uggs. I'm gonna go for the look. I'm gonna go for the look. I should really check. I actually like these Uggs. They're cute. She looks comfy. All right, we're done. We're gonna leave. Well, that was worthwhile. Now let me check our achievements. I just feel like while I've got the energy, rather than being upset about the things I can't get done right now, I want to do stuff. And one of the things I want to do is shore up my playlists that have lesser amounts of videos and fill them to get them closer. Like I'm aiming for 100 of each thing. Just like a little math game in my own head just to motivate me. There's a lot of little recipe blitzes that are going to be coming up this month. And I didn't want everything to be a recipe, so I thought I better cut it up. And because I haven't been live online a lot, I took a week or two off. I wanted to make up for that a little bit. Are you heading out now? Ooh, I have 394 toys. I need 6 toys to get Brutus. Ooh. Let's go to the toy guy. I don't know if there's anything. I have to look for some toys. I need 6 toys. I better talk to this guy while I'm at it. I have 2 and a third bars of experience to go. I don't want to do that one. Oh, okay, and I can keep it going because I have more would you rather questions. So, but would you rather buy 10 things you don't need every time you go shopping or always forget the one thing that you need when you go to the store? I do both. I don't want to forget the one thing that I need. I really need to save money, so I have to go with always buy that 10 things you don't need? That seems useless. This is a horrible question. I guess I would head to the dollar store then for the 10 useless items and use them to bribe little children to be nice. Dun, 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 dun. We must find a royal monkfish. Alright, here we go. Oh, but I have to also see the toy person. Where's the toy maker? He would be with the church, right? Where the little kitties are? No, he's around the jewelry maker path. He's that little dwarf with the cart. He'd be around here somewhere. But I don't know if he's, unless it's like orphan times, he'd be around here. There he is. Crown Cobbleton. It is a tough one. No, I don't want to, I'm going with the always buy 10 things. Okay, so a toy. Okay, it says the word toy under it if it is a toy. So I don't think he has anything already known. Get back here, sir. I haven't finished looking. Oh, Dalaran may have toys as well. Okay, I have all of the toys from... Wait a second. I don't have this toy. I don't think. Let's see. Earpieces of tranquil focus. Haha. Okay, let's take a look at this again. It counted. I need 5 toys. We gotta go to Dalaran after we catch this monkfish. Here we go. All right. Would you rather never be able to go out during the day or never be able to go out at night? That's horrible to have a curfew. The night can be calm and refreshing. Dark and dangerous and mysterious and sexy. The daytime is beautiful though. I wouldn't give up the daytime. I need it to feel happy. I need sunshine. Plus, if I want to be in the water, I want to know what's in the water with me. Yeah. Oh, I missed it. Ha 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 ha. Because we're both inside talking to each other. That's what's going on. Okay. But does your balcony count in something like that? If you had a balcony or a porch, could that be considered still being in your house? Like an outdoor-indoor room? An indoor-outdoor room? I don't even know. I guess we wouldn't be able, huh? Ooh, we did. And you've been here with me from the beginning. Okay, I'm going to just keep going because I want to level my guy or at least get that achievement for the toys. To leave with an achievement would be good. And then my guild can't say I've been AWOL because I've been online in this guild for this whole time. So, I will say, would you rather have a personal maid or a personal chef? I would go for chef if that includes him cleaning the kitchen before he goes home. I would like, and it would be a he chef, and he's not required to wear a shirt, although he's required to wax. And he has to have a tan. He cannot be pasty. No pasties allowed. It has been. Oh, what did I do? Hi, guys. Hi, guys. I don't even remember I had you guys. Hi. Go back into... I need to catch this monkfish that swallowed some key. And it actually hasn't been painless. I actually felt like being online today. I think because I'm not forcibly doing Dragonflight, I'm just doing something I need to get done. Personal chef. I think personal chef would help me in a lot of ways because they would have to know my health needs, and then they clean the kitchen because the kitchen is one of two places I hate cleaning. I've always hated doing other people's dishes because they never had to do their own dishes. They could go out and do other things for fun, and I had to clean up after them. I hate that more than anything. Having that fight at work as well. They think that to force us into a schedule where everyone has a turn cleaning the kitchen, but I don't use the staff room. I don't eat there because they're so mean to me. And they're adults. Clean up your own bloody mess. The ones that want it probably the ones that don't clean their own houses too. If you don't clean your own house, like, no judgment. It's just that don't make me do it. I don't have people cleaning up after me. I don't want to be your domestic. You're not my child. That's how I feel. If I don't get to have children, I shouldn't have to still be cleaning up after other people. That's how I feel. Well, he should wear an apron because if he's going to be working with anything that could cause him a burn, I wouldn't want to ruin his skin. But I'm thinking someone that knows how to do Japanese stuff. And Italian stuff. Yeah. And I actually really like a lot of fruit smoothies. I like smoothies. I like health drinks. I'm actually okay with always drinking more than I eat. And yet somehow I'm still not bony. Although I'm sad that I've lost a lot of my muscle since I stopped playing sports competitively. It really does change your body, and it changes it for a female very quickly. We need sports. Why people don't let girls play sports, I don't understand, but we need it for our health. We really do. My thighs miss hockey. Skating actually is really good for the legs. I had legs that looked like a football player. I had guys refuse to date me because they said my legs made them feel less masculine because I had more muscles than they did. I said, well, that's genetic. I can't cut it off, and I'm not faulting you. He's like, but you make me look less like a man. I'm like, great, thanks. Or they'd say I felt too hard. I felt like a man. And I'm like, well, you're a wimp. That's not my fault. And now I wish I had those muscles because they really did carry me well through this world, and I'd rather be strong. But I know this now, only now, when I can't get it back. Drinking is a core part of this channel. Well, because even like the skinniest people that I know who played like professional soccer, for example, this one guy I knew, he always ate fast food. He's like, I'm skinny, I don't have to worry about it. I said, no, but you don't know what's happening to your organs. And once your organs are shutting down and slowed down, you're not going to be skinny anymore. And then it'll be too late. Because we can't look inside to see how they're doing. So water, fruit juice, and stuff like that is the friend. Like when I say be your own best friend. And it's because I was given 4 hours to live from my organs collapsing. I'm here by miracle. They could not get me open. There was no reason to have collapsed. I wasn't in a car accident. Nobody had punched me. I wasn't protecting anybody. It just was too tired. And everything shut down. It was a cascade, almost complete. And they had to take out what I could live without. And the rest, it was like if I was in 99 point something complete shock in some of my organs when they got me. And they were telling me I was going to go and they were going to be with me while I go. And then they put me under. And the last word I said was no. I wanted to be awake to see myself go. I don't understand the thinking, but I don't want to be put out and not know what's happening to me. I want to see the blue sky. I want to be outside in the fresh air, not smelling the vomit and the piss of the people beside me who are in pain and dying. I don't know why I'm here. It certainly wasn't to have my only wish, because God's answer, if there is a God, is still no. But I'm here. And I think I'm angry about that stuff. Like, if those things can't be my life, why are people faulting me? I didn't choose. So why do adults pick on or humiliate other adults in public spaces, at work or wherever, you know, for having a different life? We didn't choose this. And it's really frustrating. Anyways, whatever, blah blah. Would you rather be 11 feet tall or 9 inches tall? Oh, I'd rather be 11 feet tall. Although I don't think I'd look good at that tall. 9 inches is kind of useless. I hate to think how the world would treat me if I was that small. That would be bad. I mean, I could date a basketball player. That's not the worst thing in the world. I have dated ex-basketball players. I've dated ex-boxers. I've dated, and I mean properly dated, I don't mean screwing around everywhere. I was nobody's concubine. Boxers, they're really good dancers, but their bodies are so hard. If they hug you, you think your back is going to snap, and they're not trying to hurt you. Yeah, I don't want to get trampled. All right. Would you rather be an extra in an Oscar-winning movie or the lead in a box office bomb? Lead. Lead. Look at me. You can always get something else out. These days with memes, you can go to the Rotten Tomatoes Awards. Who cares? You just make your money. Make your money. Okay, so what I want to do is get into Dalaran to see about toys. That takes me to the garrison. That's not helpful. Dalaran, here we go. Our hearthstones are now counted as toys. That's different. That's a change since the last updates. And there are more updates to go, but these updates are like taking me days to get into the game. It's very frustrating. I've got a lag on updates. Oh, the next question coming up is so disgusting. I'm going to ask it. Because I have a story to tell. So, you know what I'm finding good about these would you rather questions is I can spin off and tell you stories of my life to entertain you. Sorry, I'm just waiting for this. I'm not thinking, I'm waiting for this screen to like. Okay. You never did tell me if you wanted to be a lead in a bombing movie or an extra in an Oscar-winning movie. Here, I'm gonna say you're a Slytherin like me only because you're secretive. Or you could be a Ravenclaw. I think you're a Ravenclaw because you're very independent and knowledgeable. But you're very supportive, which would make me think you're a Gryffindor. You see, this is why you need to do the test. I must have you tell me what you are. All right, here's the next question. It's disgusting, but I have a spin-off story for this one. Would you rather vomit on your hero or have your hero vomit on you? My first job while I was in school, I was working for a bank, and I was doing consolidations and stuff like that. And I was finding all the errors, things that the client thought had been actioned, like moving around things for trade to get your profit. But the company never got around to doing it, and so they didn't have the profit it was supposed to show. And so you had to sit there on a Saturday and just like move it around to get it to where it should have been so you could hide from the client. And this could keep you busy all Saturday and you wouldn't get through them all the errors of things that were missed in real time. So yeah, that happens. Bank trading. And I was one of those people. And one of the guys that worked there, well, there's lots of stories about this place which are not good, but this one guy liked me. I didn't like him, but I was trying to make friends, and I agreed as a friend that I'd go with him to a sports bar after work. And I had a brand new coat that my parents helped me pay for so that I could go into the business world looking like a professional. And it was a soft, like a grade violet, like a soft purple, but like a grade purple, not a bright purple, winter coat, and very warm and very pretty. It had a nice hoodie on it, a fur-lined hood, and I just felt beautiful in it. And it was my first week wearing it, and it was a Christmas/birthday present. And I went with this guy. This guy was so nervous that he just kept drinking. And the more someone drinks, the more I'm not interested. Like, I'm not a snob about it, but like, if you're stupid drunk, if you're sloppy drunk, you're a violent drunk, anything like that, I want nothing to do with you, ever. And this guy just kept drinking. Now, other people from work were also there, so it's not like I was stuck with him, but he would keep coming around, and he was insistent on making sure I got home, and I was taking a subway up to the top of the city because I actually lived I commuted from outside community. I've done that a lot. I've done a lot of commuting jobs. Ragdoll you? What do you mean ragdoll you? What does that mean to ragdoll you? I'm okay with going to a Rotten Tomatoes event and give me a trophy, or the Youth Awards and give me a skateboard. I'm happy with that. So we got 2 stops away from where I'd have to get off the subway, and suddenly, like, I heard him cough or something, and other people suddenly moved away from us all, and I didn't understand. And he ran off the subway at the wrong stop, and I didn't know what he was doing, and he looked like scared at me or something. And then I saw he was so drunk that he got, I guess, alcohol poisoning, and he threw it all up on me, on my coat, into my hoodie, all down my back, all down my side. I'm like, I almost threw up. And at the next stop, I got out very slowly. No, he was being a stupid boy who was drinking with all the guys and drinking a lot, and it was a sporting event. And I'm assuming maybe he was nervous because I wasn't interested in fooling around. And he just kept drinking. And then he threw it all up all over me. So I had to slowly, carefully get myself out of my coat and leave it in a garbage can because I wasn't going to carry that into my house to try to wash it off and unstain it. And the a-hole at work wouldn't look at me, avoided me, had other people tell me not to bother him. And I'm like, you know, he could at least be a gentleman and offer to, like, replace my jacket, or should have offered to take it to a dry cleaner or something. But instead, he left me alone, covered in it. And I had to throw it away. And I didn't have the money to get another one. So I was pretty pissed. I was wearing my dad's ski sweater, which is not a coat, from that point. And I was pissed. And he's, like, shunning me. And people were sad for him that I rejected him. I'm like, are you kidding me? He threw up all over me and abandoned me like that. And ruined my coat. And he never even offered me compensation or nothing, or an apology, nothing. He couldn't even look me in the face. I was so pissed about that. It was so disgusting. So at that point I learned, don't be nice to people you're not interested in, because it's just more problems. I used to think my girlfriends were really mean, that if they didn't think a guy was good looking and they asked them to dance or something at a bar or offered them a drink, that they would shun them and make them feel like crap. And I know I didn't like being treated like that. But I learned the hard way, looking backwards, they were right, because they didn't waste any time with someone they would be uncomfortable with and have those uncomfortable moments. Yeah. So I'm like, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to make people feel bad. But, I know I've been rejected over and over again. No one was ever interested in something real with me. So, I get angry when people fault me for not having kids or not being married, and when they fault you for the both, and they treat you like there's something wrong with you. I don't think there's something wrong with you. There's a lot of people living in situations that aren't good, and they're not happy, and they're cheating on each other, and they're fighting dirty, and you only get one life. Like, that's why I talk about our one mortal soul. Like, you can just, I don't know, suffer needlessly. Why suffer needlessly? Of course, to protect yourself, you do need money, you do need a job, you do need to be able to lock a door and not have somebody bad inside those walls with you. That is why I will never stop working. Okay, the toys. Looks like I have everything that they sell here, but there are 3 pages of stuff. Let's take a look. This might be a boring view, but I think the conversation is not so boring. I love the little teddy bears, but all they can do is you can leave them behind as memorials in different places. Okay, we got that down in Stormwind. Well, there's no new toys here, so we need 5 more toys. We're gonna have to visit the Outer Worlds to find them. Okay. I'm bringing you down. Okay, would you rather wear the same socks for a month or the same underwear for a week? Gross. I'd rather wear none of any of it, just like I'm doing right now. No, I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that. No, this is a horrible question. Okay, they don't say I can't wash them in my sink and hang them up to dry at night. Are they saying I can't physically remove them at all during that time? By the end of a month, I'm sure socks would have holes in them. I'm going to go with socks for a month, because I really need to be fresh. I like to be fresh and not smell bad. And at least my feet are farther away from my nose. And maybe in dry places, I don't really sweat through my feet, so socks are safer. Oops, maybe that's too much information? I don't know. And we're dealing with lags. Are you disturbed? I thought when I saw socks I was picturing Dobby. Then I had to think about it. Okay, you don't want to answer that one. I don't wear socks. I'm a barefoot girl. I'm a soap and water barefoot girl. And I'm not sorry about that. I think had I gotten into makeup, maybe that would have caught me a man sooner. I don't know. But I feel like it's not worth it to have your eyes burning when you're sweating into your face because you're playing hockey or something. I'd have rather played hockey, and so I did. We are the same minds about some things. Okay. Oh, well, this is not even applicable to me, but I don't know about you. Would you rather work an overtime shift with your annoying boss or spend a full day with your mother in law? I would go with annoying boss because I'm already doing that. An overtime shift and an annoying boss might buy you donuts. You never know. They might try to do something to not be bad. Oh, I like the next question. You might like the next question. Okay, here we go. Hang on one second. I don't want to know what that is. There is a portal going on from a clucker. Oh, I see what it is. Never mind. No, that's not interesting. Back to Stormwind. Somebody's got a little blue slug. Come on, get in there. Okay, the next question is this. Would you rather cuddle a koala or pal around with a panda? I actually was going to go through a midlife crisis. I didn't, but when I was saying to my mom I wanted to quit my job, quit everything, and go to China so I could feed little baby panda bears with a bottle, because the way they make their trainers in those YouTube videos fall everywhere because they're so heavy and strong for tiny little babies, and trying to feed them with a bottle, I thought that's just what I needed in my life, and I still think that I should do that. I want it, like, I don't, a huge, an adult panda, no. But if I was going into a cage with those baby pandas trying to feed them a bottle, I think I would love that. If I fell over and they crawled all over me, I think that's hilarious. Because they're stronger than a puppy. So, you may not hurt them at all. And I think I'd have a lot more giddiness about it, or humor, than their trainers seem to have, because they're probably sick of falling every other second. But yeah, I'd pal around with panda babies for sure. Plus, with koalas, they're marsupials, and I would be afraid those little things that look like worms are their babies, and I don't want them to get hurt, and I don't want to be scared of them getting into my mouth or falling down my shirt or anything like that. I hate things that fall down your shirt, you know? Yeah. So we're looking for 5 more toys. I don't know where to look for them, but maybe we're going to blow some coin on it. Would you rather have a sing-off with Ariana Grande or a dance-off with Rihanna? I'd rather dance off with Rihanna. I'm going to tell you why. A couple of reasons. Ariana Grande bothers the crud out of me. Her and her brother are annoying, and I feel like anyone who goes after her, she plays up to the pedophile's favored look of sexy child. I don't like it. I know she's naturally small, but she plays that up. Baby doll stuff. I don't like it. Dance off with Rihanna. Rihanna has always talked about how she has a million clothes because she never knows which size she's going to be. She's up and down 15, 18 pounds in a week, and I've always been like that my whole life. So she would understand me and not body shame me. And I'm good at dancing. It doesn't matter at what size. So I would go for dancing with Rihanna. And I'd like to go to mass with her. Like go to one of those parades in Trinidad when rainy season's over. I would do that. I would do that with her, absolutely. But I hate her song, Ella, 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 whatever, the umbrella song. It's like, please, you can sing. Find sentences to sing for me. I want a story. I miss that modern songs don't tell stories. It's just a couple of words over and over again for so many minutes. I don't like it. I want to imagine something when I hear a song. I want a story. I'm going to skip a couple of disturbing questions and move on. Okay, here's a fun one. Would you rather spend a week in the forest or a night in a real haunted house? Now again, if I had a partner, I'd go for the haunted house. I think by myself in a real haunted house, I'll just drive myself nuts. But I'd also want to go looking for all the jewelry. things hidden in fake books. I'd love to explore stuff, but if I wasn't alone, I would have courage. But if I was alone, that may not go so well. Otherwise, by myself, a week in a forest is nothing to me. I can do it. And I would like it. I'd try to find a spot in the forest that had some water somewhere. I don't go swimming, but if I couldn't, I'd be up in a tree. Get myself up in a tree. Yep. I'd probably paint or take photographs while I'm in there. Write some scripts. Okay, so I'm here, and I can go anywhere else. Where do I want to go that might have toys for me that I don't have to die in? I don't want to go there. What's that? Oh, I don't have our portal open for that. Or I don't want to do that. Although, she does the same as Venus, so at least I would know what she needs to do to level up over there. And maybe there are toys. I picked this Night Lady. So they're going to be in the heart of the forest with the fairy people. I thought when they brought in fairies and these guys, the devils versus angels thing, I really hated this Shadowland. I really hated the Shadowlands expansion. I really did. I hated the concepts behind it. Hated the whole thing. But, of course, some creatures look pretty. I would love to have a gown that was black and had little, like, starlight twinkles going on. Okay, we're stuck in another lag. Oh, I'm throwing up in my mind. I'm gonna skip some questions. Okay, would you rather never eat watermelon ever again or be forced to eat watermelon with every meal? I would eat watermelon as my meal. I have done that this summer. They became so expensive, but that would be really good for me to have a watermelon diet. I wouldn't get tired of it because one thing you can do too is because I don't like cake. I don't like it all ice cream cake. I don't like all this. Everything's got canola oil or soybean somehow in it. Soy. I can't have it. So one thing I've done is you carve out the watermelon in the shape of a cake and you cover it with Cool whipped cream. There's my cake. I'm happy with that. That you can eat that. That's my birthday cake. I would love that. Yeah, I would. And the only reason I haven't eaten it lately is because of the expense. If it was free, I'd eat it every meal. Absolutely. And I've had salads, like lettuce salads, where they put watermelon slices in it, and it was nice. Like I eat spinach salads with strawberries, and I do the raspberry vinaigrette. I also put apples. I like using yellow apples, but I'll use red apples if I have to. I peel them first. I put apples in my salads, spinach salads, again with the raspberry vinaigrette. And I've had them with watermelon, and I like fruits with my salads, actually. I like it. So, yeah, I would do that. It's taking us a long time to try to find 5 more toys, but I want to do this while I remember to do it. Okay, here we are in Orbos. We haven't been here. This was the expansion before Dragonflight. So, oh, you're not seeing it. We do definitely have a lag with the screens. There we go. I am in Orbos now, but it keeps whiting out. So now I think I understand what's happening. When you guys see the lagged screen, I white out. I think that's connected. Oh, here we go. I don't know why my view changed. I don't know why. I don't know what this means. Here I am. Come on. Here we go. I am trying to tell it to run forward, and it is not. Go. And put her in cat mode. I'm waiting out again. And now I'm invisible. It looks like I'm in stealth mode. Oh, now it looks like I'm a ghost. I don't know what's going on with the game, but I think it is going to kick me out again. And if it does, I'm going to have to just put it on pause for a bit because we have been online for 2.5+ hours. I don't know who the second viewer is out there. It's not letting me go. Here we go, finally. Come on, it's taking so long just to run in. Wow. I can't turn or anything. I'm so sad. I just want to get some toys. There's got to be some toys in the heart of the forest. Now, I know if they haven't, for 2 expansions, they have not fixed the glitch where if you actually take a flight path instead of flying yourself on your own mount into the heart of the forest, it kicks you out of the game and you have to log back in. So hopefully I remember this in time. Oh, they built a structure around the center hole, which never used to be there. I don't know why they changed this. You're supposed to be able to jump in and get to a new world. So they've changed something. Something important here. I need to find the flight path thing. Come on now. Oh, okay. I have to go somewhere else. Come on now, come on. Hey, nothing's taking me up. I don't understand. I don't want to throw myself in. Okay, maybe it's this. Go, go! I think this is it. I think this is it. Come on now. Give me my flight path, please. Come on, come on. You can do it. It's going to be here. Heart of the forest. Let's do it for a golden 15. Okay. I think we're still in the game. For now. So... Before I go, I'm not logging off yet as long as this doesn't kick me out of the game. Once I'm kicked next time, then I'll go. you can hear the wind chimes. The wind is really strong last night and today. It's actually whipping things around that have never moved before on my balcony. I've got things pinned back behind my barbecue. This one asks, would you rather live in a tree house or in a cave? I like an elaborate tree house. I'm okay with that. A cave could give you pneumonia. I'll leave the caves for the bears. Oh, this lag is taking forever. Come on! Don't kick me out of the game. Don't! I want my 5 toys. I want my achievement. We're almost across the level. We've almost leveled up 1, which would be great if we could finish that today. Cannot believe it's already the afternoon. All I've been doing is sitting down. But we've been having a good chat. My goodness, it's almost 3 hours. Oh. I'm almost out of water. I must melt more ice cubes. What are you thinking, Hero? You haven't answered the last couple of Would You Rather questions. Now, the last one can't be disturbing. Treehouse or cave? I wish I could get a little tiny house beside a beach so that I could swim every day. And one that I'm assuming is not polluted by humans being gross. Or I'd like to have a house with a nice garden that I could eat from, that's safe to eat from, and with a pool. I don't think I'll ever get there. But I think I need to find another job that pays better. I don't know how to do that. for a second job. So I can save up for that. Oh no, that means we did land in the heart of the forest. Okay, I lied. I'm going to go in one more time just because we're probably landed in the heart of the forest. I just want to see if their vendors have toys. So what is it you want to tell me before I go? A watermelon? That's a criminal. A watermelon? That's a criminal. Green striped fruit? I don't know. Pink and... He's a seedy character. A seedy character. Because watermelons have seeds. Seedy is not nice. Right? Did I get it? A water felon. It's a seedy water felon. Okay, I'll go with that. I knew you'd have a joke in here somewhere. How do you turn a watermelon into a vegetable? The way you turn a watermelon into a vegetable is to throw it up in the air, because when it comes down, it becomes squash. Squash. Really, it's a splat, but a squash. Yeah. Okay, it looks like the leg is starting to upbeat itself. Here we go, here we go. Oh, my tracker's not tracking me either. Let me take a look at this. La, la, la. Okay, I'm moving now. Now I'm moving. There we go. Got my sword ready. Okay, what do you think of my new helmet where I put a skull on it? Is it too dumb? I didn't want to wear the Viking helmet anymore because that's too old-fashioned, and I'm not a Viking. I just don't know. Okay, I'm going to go grab a couple of ice cubes to put in my cup while we are on this loading page. And while I'm doing that, I want you to think about this would you rather question. Would you rather you're to only be able to talk to your dog, or for your dog to be able to talk to only you and everyone thinks you're nuts? All right, I'll be right back. back. One thing I noticed is how fast ice cubes do melt when you put room temperature water in the cup with them. My ice cubes are already melted. But I've got water here, and it's at least not completely room temperature. And the noodles are ready, so I've got something to eat with my little turkey balls. Dogs can only talk to me. A lot of people already talk with their dogs, so wouldn't be too crazy for that. Yeah, I taught my poodles sign language, and they took the signs that I taught them and turned them into their own sentences by initiating it to put me in the physical position that I would have used to be a trigger, so that they could then do something else with my hands to ask for what they wanted. And they're just brilliant animals. They really are. I really did talk to them. We had our own with body language, facial expressions, the sign language. We really were talking to each other. I cannot believe we're still not in World of Warcraft, not responding. So if it bails on us here, it did. So I think with only 8 minutes left, and it'll be like almost 3 hours we've been online together, guys. I can't help it. I gotta try one more time. I want my 5 toys. I want my achievement, and or in trying to get them, I want to level up one time. So here's the next question. Would you rather have a mullet for a year or be bald with no wigs for 6 months? Mullet, it's not on the face, right? It's just having long, shaggy hair. Okay, I can live with a bad haircut, but I do not want to be bald. I mean, I have a lot of wigs, but I can't wear my wigs. I do not want to be bald. No. Okay, we're trying this one last time. One last time. Okay. And then, would you rather go back to the past and meet your loved ones who passed away, or go into the future to meet your children or grandchildren to be? Since I can't have children, there's no point in going into a future. I don't have a future beyond me that I leave behind. I'd like to go back into the past and take my grandmother to a few ballets because she loved ballet, and not make her have to cook for me every time I come to visit. I wish I could fix those two things for her. For my grandfather, I'd try to speak his language more often and write down the things he tried to tell me about growing plants and splicing plants and stuff like that. Yeah. This is the first year that I've actually voluntarily, without my mother trying to force me to, worn hats for some events. But I think it's because cosplay got me used to wearing wigs and stuff. Would you rather be in a zombie apocalypse or a robot apocalypse? I'd rather go with robot, because that's something we can capture and reprogram. Zombies is gross. It's going to smell really bad. No one talks about it, but the zombie movies and stuff, really, it smells bad. I'm looking at a lot of these questions, and I don't like any of them, so I'm skipping them. I'm trying to find one that's not gross. This one's interesting for you and me. Would you rather marry the most attractive person you've ever met or the best cook you've ever met? Now, is this a fictional ever met, or is this out of the people we've already known in our lives? If it's out of the most attractive person I've ever met in my real life, he wasn't a good guy, so, but I don't want to be with the best cook because I don't want to be fatter. I'm safer with eating raw most of the time, and I plain up just eat meat or just eat vegetables at a time. I don't mix them usually. Alright, but I am going to dip into my lunch. Oh, we are just loading for the last possible time. 2 hours, 57 minutes and counting. Okay. My noodles ended up really, really good. They were very, very light. Yeah. Yeah. We're sticking this out. Okay, we did land. We are here. I do not need adventure guides. I keep having to get rid of all this tracking stuff out of our way. I don't care about these dragon points because it, Okay. Oh, this is me. I landed as a little kitty cat. That's me. That blue cat, that's me. I'm so pretty. That is me, though. Alright, I'm here. Let's go find out if the vendors have any toys for us. We are in the heart of the forest. This is Fairyland. Hello, Sarah. How are you doing today? It is nice to see you. I currently am the feral cat, the blue cat, running down a tree trunk. Looking for toys because I am 5 toys away from winning a new pet. And we're just searching all our vendors today. We are going to be logging out soon, though, as we've been online for about 3 hours. Okay, let's see if I've earned any points to get any new... I do think there are pets and mounts with these vendors. I think I only have 1 each, though. Okay, so let's find out. What's this? Okay, what's this? Oh dear, we're having lags. Nope. Nope. What's this? Nope. Nope. Oh, there's something. Have it. Don't know what that is. Tabard. Okay, nope. Okay, we're going over to... Oh, I don't know what you want, but I'm going to ignore you just for the moment. This girl looks like she's carved runes into herself. Okay, what are you? What are you? Oh, toy we have. Oh, wait, we need toys, not pets. Okay, toys. We need toys. Two. Okay, it's not here. At least this has 3 pages. Let's see. Oh, this might all be just like looks stuff. Okay. Oh, wait, there's something. But it needs to be a toy. Okay, we've got pets going on and we've got mounts going on, and I have some of them. Yay. Okay, we're gonna check someone different. Okay. We do have another set of vendors over here. And sometimes the trades will make one of their own. So I just don't know. Oh, he's the innkeeper. No. Are you? I don't think we have any mail. Arbitrator. I don't even know if I have anything to put into these things anymore. It's been a long time since I've been in here. It's 3 hours. Oh. Hero, I just can't do it. I've got to try to do this. I gotta do it. There's gotta be pets in here somewhere. It's gotta be something. Okay, Hero, I'm gonna wish you a wonderful day. I don't think I'll be in here too much longer. I just gotta do the little daily thingies in here. Let's see what's happening. Maybe nothing. Okay. Okay. So this is where there's those little fishing ponds. And the seeds that have to be infused. Oh, all the fishing ponds are out. This is quite a close-up view. And I think I got rid of all the seed buffs that I had because they just take up the bags. I don't even think that they get us gold or anything. I don't need any info. Oh, can I pull him? Nope. So there's him. Exchange for a seed, this one. World Quest and Ardenweald. I think they used to be upstairs, not down here. And this, I know, gave me something for Venus. Places a dutiful spirit into a wild seed. So do I have any seeds? Okay. Okay. We're out and about. And there should be a couple of easier quests to finish. There's those treasure chests as well to get. We're only 2, so we've risen up about at least a half a bar since we've been here. Like since we've been online today. I mean, that's not as much as Venus has done, but still it's progress. 0, I don't want to go out there, but whatever. Let's check the mission table. Maybe we'll get some boost out of here. So crowded today. It is the weekend. Come on now. I guess I should be afraid of everything that opens a different screen as a chance to be kicked again. But at least we made it here. Oh, it looks like maybe I don't have any missions to cash in. Oh, yes, I do. Let's take the gold. We won, yay. Oh, it's not a lot of gold. They really got cheap with its expansion. It was so fun spending the morning with you. Thank you for keeping me company, Hero Flame, as always. And welcome, Sarah, who may be out there right now. Emerson, if you're out there right now. We're going to go for the Nimble Scavengers. We're going to keep going for the gold. Oh, that's not nearly good enough. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you next time. Have a great day, Hero Flame, and we'll see you next time. Oh, that's not going to work, so we're going to leave that. Let's take a look at our world map. Yes, we do have. Okay, so we need to get to Glitterfall Basin. The easy money. Let's do it. There I am as a beautiful purple bird. Okay, here we go. Master of Flight, Jaredwin. And we need to go up here to get this treasure trunk. I think I've outlasted my boss movies. I think I've gone through most of my would you rather questions by now. So, okay, there's a couple left. One is asking, would you rather sell off all your possessions or sell off one of your organs? I'd rather sell off all of my possessions because the few organs I have left, because I don't have all of them anymore, I need them. That's why they're the ones that are left. Okay, so we're going to switch to travel form. I want to be on land so that I can scoop up all the flowers. We need to run through all of the key flowers in order to pop the treasure chest to open. I'm not seeing any, so I'm thinking the NPC stuff, it needs to download still. And I'm trying to find them. Here's one. Yep, it lit up. Okay, good. Two. Need the view to be better than this. I'm so close. I think this is the fourth flower I went through. it might be open. Okay, we might have done it. Or not. Let me see. I think it is. Yay! Okay, what is it? Necklace 207. Okay, the necklace 207. How am I doing with necklaces? 223. 210. But this is crit. That's versatility. I might keep that one. Okay. Okay, I think we're going to call it a day. We've been in here for quite some time. I need to get up and physically move around. We have increased our gold holdings. And we have leveled up a good half bar. We're 5 items away from a new achievement and reward. Okay, and why can't I? Here we go. Get in there, get in there. So I'm just going to stick myself in the inn and have a rest. Oh, and maybe I should check the vendors. All right, everyone. I think this is it for me. So, this is Venus Galena thanking everyone for stopping by while I play and gamer night in the daytime. Because I slept through it on Thursday, but that's okay because it wasn't scheduled. And we've caught up a little bit with our original main in the World of Warcraft, Ori, or Nicholas, the GM of Averstow. Alright, everyone. Have a wonderful day. I am raising my cup of iced mint water, mint-infused water, and I'm drinking to your health and mine. If you haven't hydrated today, please stop and hydrate yourself. Be kind to your organs. You need them. They're working for you. Take care, everybody, and I'll see you next time. This is Venus Galena signing off. Toodles.